Testing. Testing. Hmm. Uh, testing. 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 I don't know what's going on here. Can anybody hear me? Now I can hear myself. Here we are, Friday Night Live, October 1st, 2021. And the new month has arrived. I don't know, this is, but plus we're in Mercury retrograde, and it's been having challenges with the sound for the last few weeks at least. We will see what comes of it. We make do until it works. The fasting lifestyle. Fasting lifestyle is a path where you will be in a wonderful alone state for most of the time. That's certain. The also when we're hitting the energies of Mercury in retrograde, what I've seen in the last 6 years on social media is people just put their health aside for those few weeks. Happens every single time. But it doesn't sway me. Anything worth doing is going to be challenging, and the more challenging, the bigger the rewards. And that's what I've found in the last 3+ decades of my experiences, and everybody else who's living and loving it. We just had amazing, wonderful, beautiful transformations, and that road will continue for those who choose to go down the path and choose the spiritual lifestyle. Reunite with your faith. Faith, what's faith? It's interesting. Everybody has their own interpretation of that. We're living in a very, very interesting time, a very transformative time, where there's so much fear that's been propagated for the last 1.5+ years. We're getting into almost 2 years now. Focus on the divine light. Be right with your spirit. Be right with the divine creator. Because this physical body is temporary. And we do our best to maintain it in a healthy state. But one day we're going to perish. And perish shall it be. I'm hoping people can hear. Sounds like it's working. Hope everybody's doing freaking amazing. We had another beautiful, wonderful sunny day today in the greater TO. The weather started to cool off a bit, which cool weather is welcome. It's very refreshing. It makes you feel alive, the cold.
Yeah, I love the Canadian weather. You know, the 4 seasons. You feel all the seasons. You know, some people might complain it's cold, but it's really nice. It's just to adjust with nature, you know. Canada's beautiful. The whole world is beautiful. Before that, I lived in the desert, one of the the hottest countries in the world, and it was beautiful too. They're both beautiful.
The desert.
Cheers.
Desert's an interesting place. It's like there's some kind of imbalance in the area, and the earth has a fever on that part.
It's completely balanced. It's so beautiful. I love both. Wherever God puts us, honestly, make a home, make a beautiful, comfortable home.
People been living in the desert for thousands of years.
Mm. The only thing that grew there, fruit, like around us, yeah, was dates. There was nothing else. At least where in the city where I was. But if you go a little bit south in Saudi Arabia from our city, pretty much everything grows. It's like a tropical weather. They have beautiful, absolutely beautiful everything: mangoes, watermelons, also dates. What else do they have? They have so many beautiful fruits. Delicious. Yeah, the whole world, you know, is abundant. Just find your comfort, make it comfortable for you. That's all. You know. It's a busy Friday night for people, maybe tonight. Yeah, I just did my colonic, and I'm absolutely amazed by what just came out. Just amazed. It really is mind-boggling what's coming out. Just not like release, 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 as if you know I'm eating every day, you know. Really amazing. You know, some of it is like shaped mucoid plaque. You can see it with mucus like on one end, you know. I wanted to take a photo, but my phone was out of battery. Anyway, yeah, it's absolutely beautiful to see all that stuff coming out. You know, and I know what we release normally as a colon hydrotherapist. What comes out on the master fasting. Today is day. So I eat on Saturday, Sunday. So today, like in a row, 5 days fasting. The food comes out in the first 2 days. You see it in the release. But today there was absolutely no food. It was like mucoid plaque and mucus, and a lot of stuff. It's not a little bit. It's a lot. Really fascinating. Yeah, not so many people, huh?
A few of the few.
Mm.
I don't see anything different in the last 30 years except
That's okay. You know, not everybody's gonna resonate with Facebook, you know, and Zoom. Doesn't mean, you know, they're you know, it's totally fine. Totally understand.
we all make our own choices in life, and that's okay.
Yeah. Again, you know, like, you know, some of you know, today I would say you want to question absolutely everything. In my opinion, this is our chance, you know, to question absolutely every aspect of our life and how we spend our time and where is very important. And I totally understand if, you know, like many people do not resonate with Facebook, and I totally get it, you know. Well, we're looking, of course, like, you know, into alternative places and see how that goes. We are in other places. Maybe we'll just be, you know, it's also, we want to also put an effort to be there as well, you know, so that you can, if you're interested in other platforms, you can be there too. You know, alternative platforms that are decentralized. Yeah. So yeah, life is interesting. But yeah, I totally understand. You know, there's absolutely, you know, if you don't resonate with Facebook, I totally understand. I am not on Facebook for personal reasons, you know, because it's nice to keep your life private, you know, somewhat, of course, as much as you can private. And that's, we can do that. We do this, you know, this is our project, the Masterfast. You know, have the community supported through a group, and Facebook has the best group setting, and that's why we are here. But we are looking into other ways to support you guys You know, there are more private too. And yeah, I mean, for me, it's not about the social media. It's more about the community support, right? It's more about the community support, helping each other and learning. And getting, staying motivated by reading regular, motivating posts to keep us going, keep us strong. Like a community support that there is, that is very much needed in when someone practices their faith. Community support is very important. You ask the faithful people whether it is important for them to go to worship together, to worship the divine together, and they will say absolutely yes, and very important for them, and they make an effort to do it together. I love how the Caribbean culture, how they take faith to heart. It's like a lifestyle. It's not just. Yeah, what do you think, Gino? Hello, Gino. The faith, the Caribbean culture, how they take their faith to heart and they incorporate it into pretty much every aspect of their lifestyle. I mean, but okay, they definitely make an effort to get together, community, and support each other as a community. Going to churches, and I mean, I've seen many people from the Caribbeans who take that seriously, and I love it. I just love that culture, because we don't have it so much here. You don't see many people proud of themselves to go to church, and you don't see it. You don't see it. In fact, people are like, are very negative about it. It's nice. They talk about fasting and I think there's also dry, and there's liquid fasting, and all for religious reasons, and they love it when they do it. They love it. They come to me, when they do their colonic, and they talk to me about these things, and it's just so, joyful to listen to. So we share our faith like that. I love it. I see many Caribbean people like that. Yeah, but the majority of people are not like that here. The majority of people are not like that. It's not the culture. It doesn't support that people get together and go to church together and fast together and read the Bible, or
What are you talking about? There's churches that are packed all over the place before the COVID hit.
I meet all kinds of people. I've seen all kinds of people, and there's a pattern. Some people are faithful and others are not, and the majority of people in this country are not. I am sorry. You can see it around you.
Christine, hello, Gino and I missed you lots. I was having my in-laws and started a new job and did not have time to join your Facebook lives, but I was trying to follow MFS lifestyle as best I can.
Excellent.
That's all we can do. Choose
We miss
a
you
level
more.
that you can live in love, and there's infinite ways to choose within the levels. And each one of us will find that balance, and it may be an ongoing adjustment, which is fine. Never, some people say, well, I'm never going to do this and never going to. I say never. Just focus on the divine light, focus on the fasting lifestyle, and let it roll out as do the best you can with it. That's it. It's not rocket science. It's learning to reconnect with the divine light that shines within our hearts and make it so. That's it. Simple. Detoxification will bring, true detoxification will bring everything to the surface that's imbalanced. Everything. The ancestral stuff that you're gonna have to go through is pretty profound in some cases. Couples they go through all kinds of stuff because that ancestral stuff is so deeply ingrained, and you don't even know what's coming when these emotions come to the surface. Very, very, very powerful energy packets of these emotions. So if you're not mentally prepared and committed to continue, this is where we see people fall, when the emotions start coming forth. And the emotional support is crucial. And the best emotional support is coming from plants, I found. The herbs, the essential oils, Mother Nature. Talking to people helps to some degree. But at the same token, the other thing that comes to the surface is the consciousness of the parasites, that you're changing the environment, which we're living comfortably in some cases for many decades. And now that you're changing the environment, you're going to get all those emotions coming forth. So you have to be prepared for that as well. And all kinds of weird thoughts of suicide and all kinds of stuff will come, crazy stuff will come to the surface. And you will know where they're coming from. And parasites have consciousness, yes. So this is why we have a protocol. I'm so adamant about following the protocol. Enemas, number one with, along with breath work together, for anything that starts coming to the surface. Anything, no matter what it is, physical, mental, emotional. Christina has been bringing so much. I even signed up for therapy to support the emotional healing that has happened. Manifestal is powerful. Absolutely. Absolutely. People have no clue, and they've admitted so many that what they were getting into, when we started sharing this information, we unleashed something that did not exist before, basically. And in the natural healing world, it existed in the limitless realms, because nothing ever is created, destroyed, it's only transformed. So it's all there, available for all of us to jump in and connect to that source of information. So yeah, when people started jumping in the massive fasting lifestyle and found the profound transformation happening emotionally, that was the biggest challenge for everybody. Emotion is seed. Intent and emotion is creation itself. That's my understanding. Everybody can have all their own understandings. The understandings come through in a fasting state. When you've been doing it for a while, you start getting more and more clarity. Answers pop up in plain sight, and you're going to go, my goodness gracious, why didn't I see that before? It's right there. And that happens a lot in a fasting state, especially in the dry fasting cycles, the longer dry fasting cycles. So yeah, that's why all parts of the system are crucial and important.
So what do you do when you have an emotional challenge, when you're master fasting on the lifestyle?
Best thing is go do an enema if you can. If you can't do an enema right at that time, just start doing breath work. And if you have essential oils with you, which it's always good to have an essential oil that you're attracted to. Maybe have a crystal with you, crystal and essential oil. Because if you're, let's say, at work, you can't do an enema.
Yeah, but the emotional imbalance is a little bit deeper than that, right?
What do you mean? Emotions are
Like you can do the enemas and you can do the essential oils, sniffing. But how are you gonna comfort yourself other than that?
breath work and essential oils. Yeah, if you don't have access to an enema, that's the next best thing with the breath work. You know, if you can do an enema, that's you're going to find relief right there for sure. Yeah, with the washing of the colon, because the colon carries all the obstructions that were loosened up and are being carried away.
So you're saying
in the physicality.
So you're saying just keep going?
Of course, and it's attached
with
to
the Master Fast lifestyle.
Yeah, it's attached
if
to the.
when your emotions come up and they're imbalanced and you feel imbalanced, the best thing is just to continue on the lifestyle using using this the lifestyle, you know, and whatever tools are part of the lifestyle. So this is your suggestion for someone who's having emotional challenges?
Yeah, the biggest challenge people are the ones on psychiatric meds, because everything is so out of whack, from especially if they've been on it for a long time. So that's where the herbs really help to help move out those obstructions that those meds have created. And this may go on for many months or years to purge out that. We got to remember, this is not something that we're going to snap our fingers and everything's going to go away. It's a lifetime journey that we're going to have to be working on and appreciate and make that choice to continue down the path every single day. When we get up, we got to make the choice that, yeah, I'm going to continue and I'm going to keep going, because it's so easy to fall off and get distracted from many things. Christine, I often meditate and ask for higher guidance alongside enemas and other tools. Absolutely. Meditation, when you're breathing, breath work, you know, if you get into a meditative state automatically.
Yeah, I want to add something. In my opinion, this life is about our faith before anything else. Okay. And when you have a strong faith, you know, you can be strong and balanced in so many ways. And I feel this is lacking big time. Our faith, especially in the Western world, is very not supported. Okay, it's not supported. It's not supported. That's why I mentioned the Caribbean culture. In the Middle East, if you pray, it is normal. It is normal to excuse yourself when you go for dinner at somebody's place and go pray. It is normal. You're not a stranger doing that. It is normal. Praying is normal. Praying is normal. And thank God for that it is still normal to practice your faith. Yes, many people are westernized everywhere, including the Middle East and the Caribbeans and everywhere. But there are people who still practice, and it is normal for them. In fact, it is almost like for some people, it's something to show others, you know, that I am faithful, you know, and please be in my faithful home and you're welcome, you know. Yeah, so I feel the lack of faith is huge in this life, not only Master Fast lifestyle. In our life, I believe that we are here to practice our faith, to strengthen our faith. So without that, you can do all kinds of things, in my opinion, but you will not be comfortable. You will be lacking. You will be lacking. You will never be comfortable, in my opinion. The comfort that comes with faith, strengthening our faith, is above and beyond words. Can't even put it in words. That is God's work. that is beyond anything. And of course, in my opinion, Master Fast makes a beautiful complement to a lifestyle of faith, because when you're faithful, you know it's about love and it's about nature. You know it's about going back to nature. You know that man-made food is a distraction. You know that cell phones are a distraction. Okay. You know that so many things around us that are stimulating us are distractions, because you are familiar with, you're practicing regularly, and it's so easy for you to see when you practice. When you don't practice, it is so easy for you to get distracted. So that is that is my opinion. That is my opinion, that faith is the one thing that is definitely lacking in the Western world, and it is not very pretty. It's not very pretty. And I'm sorry, but I would say the most oppressive power in the world today is the West. They are obsessed with oppression. It is not other countries, not right now. There's not any other, it's a collection of countries that are westernized, very westernized, that are running, that are oppressing others. And you can only be bad for so long, and then we all have to pay the price for all the things that we do. And yeah, it would be nice to see prayer a norm. It would be nice. It would be really nice. It would be really nice when you say the word God, people are not turned off, and think you're stupid. So
God is a dirty word in many people's lives, and it's all by design.
Yeah, by design, but the people, like, the design can do whatever they want, but if your faith is strong, you do not fall for the crappy design. Okay, you only go for God's design. God is the best architect. But when your faith is weak, you're gonna be distracted. And how does your faith become weak? Well, you never practice. You don't even. The idea makes you laugh, Yeah. So that's one thing that I don't like at all in the Western society. I mean, I like some things, of course, but I don't like many things. I like some things here over the Middle East, there's no question. People in the Middle East are very oppressed by the governments. You think people are oppressed here? Go over there and see the oppression. And I'm sorry, but our politicians are westernized. And actually, many of them are put by the Western, whatever. People who are in power today. So yeah, so it's good to see all this. You don't want to be blind and fall for the garbage. Keep your eyes open. Keep practicing your faith so you can see things clearly. I can get along so well with some practicing Christians. Not all Christians, because most of them are not practicing in this country. But I can get well, like they tell me I talk like I'm Christian. So no, I'm not. I follow Muhammad. I never studied Christianity. Never practiced Christianity. I believe in Jesus and I love Jesus. But I follow Muhammad, and it's very similar to what Jesus has taught. Muhammad and Jesus love each other. So yeah. anyways, yeah, just it's very important to, I think, to start talking about these things. You know, it's this is why we're here. This is why this life is important. Otherwise, what's the point? Materialism. I don't care. Materialism. Yeah, you tell me nature, nature. What's nature? It's not only nature. It's deeper than that. You can be you can start worshiping idols when you're in nature, you know. People have done it before, you know, and be lost again. So it's beyond, it's yeah, it's beyond. It's a higher power. That is the creator of nature. Nature is not the creator of the Lord, the one and only. It is created by the Lord, the one and only. And people say, "Oh, your God, what God? What your God? Your God?" No, this is everybody's. It's not mine. I didn't assign anyone to be a God. This is God is everything. God is everything, but He is the creator, and you gotta give Him that. Don't tell me that you are the creator. Yeah. 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 I love discussions of faith. I think they're the most interesting thing. I feel that's why we're here, anyways. That's why. That's the only, maybe the only topic that would never bore me, and I love it. I love listening to people talks of faith from different religions too, because the truth is the truth, you know. And what's a different religion? It's just the same. All God's prophets. God's prophets. They came with one message: worship the Creator. Yeah. So that, I would say, is the best emotional support. You cannot beat that. I like to see one man or woman beat that. I've never seen love and comfort the way our faith brings within a family, and the family is the foundation of a society. I like to see one family that is strong, that is not faithful. I like to see one. I haven't seen that yet. And it starts with the family. Of course, practicing as individuals and then together as family and then the whole society, you know. Yeah, the whole world is corrupt, and the whole antichrist movement by the Western civilization has corrupted families, but we don't blame them, we blame us, because we allowed them to come and destroy our families. So we have to take responsibility in order to change. We allowed them to come and destroy our families. How can you allow anybody to come and destroy your family? How can you allow anyone to come and destroy your family? All the men and all the women who have families and who accepted to do things that they didn't want to do. How did we allow that? And we did not sit down and reflect on it and question things. We just kept going, day in, day out. We kept repeating. We're too busy to question things, you know. Everything, our monetary garbage system, we all know is based on fraud. anyways, forget about that one, but that's another story. But the families, going back to the emotions, do you know, like, honestly, the emotional trauma that people have today, I would say most of it is associated with their family. And here in the West, my goodness gracious, I've never seen anything like that before. I've never seen the stories that I hear from people. I love to listen to people. I love to listen to stories. The stories that I hear about the family relationships of people is so sad. People almost hate each other, and that's family. Hate. They don't want to see each other.
It's all by design. Talk to
No,
family.
no. We take responsibility again. How can anyone stop you from talking to, let's say, brother or sister, or your mother or father? How can you allow that? Are you stupid? I'm sorry. Are you stupid?
Why does it happen on a mass scale?
I don't care, because most people are distracted. Most people are distracted. Yes, they allowed it. Regina, don't tell me people are not responsible.
Of course,
I am
they're
saying,
responsible.
I'm saying we, everybody. I'm not saying anyone. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm saying we collectively, we are responsible for allowing them. So I'm not even going to you know, I just pointed out, okay, it's the Western civilization and the NATO and all that, but I'm not gonna spend all my time and energy focused on these guys. I don't give a crap about them. We give them power. We give somebody power to come and destroy our family, for example. And don't tell me God designed that. No. God designed you to be strong if you wanted to be strong. So you do have ability to see if you want to see that, you know. It's about taking responsibility at the end of the day. Yeah, how did you allow that people take their family to court? A mother and a father. Yeah. It's so sad. And then you look at them, there's absolutely no faith in this family. If you look, of course, there's no faith. Of course. Or people, like we know someone who committed suicide a year ago, just a little bit over a year ago. For example, yeah, somebody who committed suicide, was she practicing her faith? No. With faith, it would be much stronger than that. Yep. So all these questions, look at the stories. The stories that happen around you happen for a reason. So we can learn without judgment, with compassion. But you can learn. You observe. Don't just live. Learn. Yeah. Now growing up, you know, my family is not perfect. Whose family is perfect? But I saw, you know, the goods and the challenges in my family. I saw the goods and the challenges in other families. And it's just, I got exposed to all these different, you know, qualities, you know, in families. And it was so eye-opening, because you sit down and you just reflect and you think, you know. But of course, you know, we get distracted. I get distracted too from following my heart from everything I have observed. But thank God, you know, the heart can go back to that. You know, I started practicing my faith again 3 years into the master fast, because you know, you can become humble enough to say, you know what, like vulnerable, you know, vulnerable. I think more than humble, vulnerable, you know, and you can either become humble or you can become worse on these lifestyles, trust me. So it's up to you, but it opens your heart, you know, it opens your heart. Like, you know, when somebody goes through trauma, it opens their heart and they either become better or they become worse sometimes, or they stay the same. I don't know. But that opening of the heart is the chance to transform. Really, it is a chance to transform. Not everybody is. Everyone going to transform? I don't think so. Not everybody is going to transform the same way. But that opening of the heart, like when something that happens to you in your life that really, really hurts you, and you hit rock bottom, right? It opens your heart, it shatters your heart to pieces. That you say, you know, you can be humble enough to say, okay, God, got it. I am sorry. You know, and you bow down to God and say, okay, God, I got it. Hopefully, if you are guided, you know, or not, you know, some people, when they have trauma, they don't necessarily transform to the better, you know. But that is heart open. Master fast lifestyle and fasting lifestyles in general do help you open your heart. Fasting in general helps you open your heart, because it almost like it shatters it a little bit, you know. You're like, whoa, it's yeah. Do you agree?
Everybody has their own opinion.
Do you agree that master fast and fasting lifestyles open your heart, so you are so sensitive to change, to transform, to either the better, you can be the worse, or
It'll shatter.
or in the same,
It'll
stay the
completely
same.
shatter who you were. You'll never be the same.
It will open your heart, yeah, because it will, yeah, it will open your heart, you know, with the dries, you know, when you go through intense dries, it really makes you feel like that big, you know, you're that big. So, you know, you know, and yeah, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. But it is an opportunity to transform. Yeah, not everybody does transform though. With the master fast, because or even fasting, because you know, okay, your heart opens up, but are you ready to transform? That's, yeah. So for me, a few years ago, I started praying. I said, okay, that's it. Why not pray? Why not? I said, why not pray? I was meditating. I was like, well, might as well pray the way I know to pray. And I started praying after so many years not praying. And it was powerful. With the fasting combined, it was absolutely beautiful. Anyone has something to say, to share? What do you think?
I can't see.
Go back.
Can't see.
Okay.
The new MFS lung tea. I can't see it. There it is. Yeah. It's strange.
You have to go closer. move it like that. because
Anyway,
it's
you can see it on the
reflection.
website. The long I don't have the Liberty with me, the new Liberty and long tea. Beautiful blend. Wonderful herbs. Wonderful, amazing herbs.
Mm.
I love herbs, herbs. If you make herbs your friend and
Mm.
reduce your
Oh,
food
nice.
consumption.
It's almost like a perfume. There's something.
And
What is it?
of course, fast. Sickness will be a thing of the past. Simple tools. Anybody's got any last questions, statements, or we'll call it a night?
Mm. Something smells like a perfume almost. From all the herbs. Nice.
All righty, well, continue living, loving it, continue focusing on plasma love always flowing. That wonderful divine energy that flows through everybody's hearts. Some of us choose to shut it off. Some of us choose to let it flow. And what we're seeing around the planet today is very clear on where most people are at. So we have to be that light to shine and enlighten all the rest of the souls who've chosen to turn off the light. So keep shining that light as bright as you possibly can so that they may illuminate themselves into the path of the divine. So thank you so much. We'll see you Wednesday. See you on the page. Ciao for now. Keep that plasma love always flowing.
Ciao. Bye, Christina.